So I'm going to bring us through this process of creating what I call soul circles. And I'm starting with some tinted water. My water has a little bit of blue, you can see. And that way I can clearly see where I'm applying the water on the page, which I'm not too careful when I am creating this circle, but I allow it to calm me. I allow it to center me, and I sort of, just come to awareness that it is a portal that I've created in this circle. And now I'm adding some watercolor with a sort of a medium-sized brush just to get some color and allowing that to just flow. Again, this whole process is calming and centering. So I love adding the color and then watching it flow. Adding smaller dots. I begin to play with the edges. And this helps to create some dimension. I don't think that I was doing this really thinking of that, but that's what I'm doing, basically. So I'm either playing with the outside edge or the inside, or a little bit of both. I'm going in with just a darker or more saturated watercolor. Usually at this point, I'd like to add in another color. Everything is still wet. This is what we call the wet on wet technique. So I wet the paper first and then add my watercolor. And you can get these really cool lines and sections and textures and things that I would never be able to achieve otherwise. Just letting the water do its thing. Adding some iridescent. I love playing with shimmery paints and mixing the brands. Most of the paints that I have bloom really well, which just means they react to the water in a way that's really pleasing. They don't just stay on top of the water, they actually move with the water. If I find that I have pools of water and maybe it's a little too much, I use the brush that's right there on the right hand side. This is a wonderful brush. It's thick and it picks up a lot of water. So I'll either do that or I'll add salt. And salt creates really cool textures. Here we go, picking up that brush, and just a little bit of a splatter kind of came out of the ring, and I just was able to erase it, if you will, with the brush. Now, if you start to play with this method, you'll realize and start to understand how each paint and each brand of paint reacts differently. And like I said, some move or bloom. They make almost like little spidery patterns, and some don't. Playing with light and dark, different tones, different colors, and just allowing this to be a playful exploration. No need to think. I'm adding a little more salt here because there was quite a bit of water there still, and I wanted to add some texture. Yeah, again, playing with the edges, adding more pigment. I love to have a variation of darks and lights. It just creates more interest. And I do love my little dots. The dot work is extremely meditative for me. The repetitive motion of creating the dots. I'm going to go ahead and put some music on for the rest of this piece so you can continue to watch. And I hope this was as meditative for you as it was for me. Thanks for watching.